Last time on Final Fantasy 16, we took down the Behemoth King and made a pact between our uncle, the Republic, and Quentin to try and stabilize the world. This time we have a few more missives and a quest. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there's still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. He'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth for protecting you, but that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of Koopa nuts. It'd be good to remember that, Karen. Clive, it occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with from a distance. The tone made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again. That those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I am whole again, thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge and not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt, Vivian. Master Clive, I am aware there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention. Well, should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favour concerning His Highness Prince Dion. Sure,
It's usually me
Harpocrates.
making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Prioritize. I have learnt my lesson about picking up multiple quests. We will pick up one at a time and do them as we get to them. Because otherwise we will completely lose context of them all. Hey, old man. I'm here to help.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion. But I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor.
Oh,
This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway.
obviously.
At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government.
I feel like the current
Alas,
emperor did not have
Our
that.
time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No,
Do you
I
want
have
me
yet
to
find
make a
the
meat
right
cute
moment.
for you?
His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations
He
that
has
weighed
always
heavily
been
upon
an
him.
honourable man.
And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern
What?
tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
So instead of
We can't
a
hurt to
meat
try.
cute,
Where can
we're
I
going
find this
hunting a
flower?
wyvern?
And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled.
Oh,
Well,
lovely.
Those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rick Mal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
Well, I guess we're going back to
It's all
Waloed
right.
again.
I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
What's the bet we have to fight a wyvern over there? Okay, we're back. Eagle-eyed viewers, when we start picking things up and getting into combat again, may notice that I am quite a bit lower in
Seems this
items
place has
than
been
before.
flooded twice over.
I had to fight 3 of those
Local
giant
flowers blooming
wiggly
next to a waterfall.
worms,
Shouldn't be
not
too
worms,
hard to
ooze-type
find.
creatures. It was a real pain in the ass. Oh, look at that! It's a dragon! What did I say about the fact that we probably have to face a dragon to get the wyvern's tail flower? It's almost like it was the most obvious thing for them to do. Come on, are we just going to get enough? There we are. Diamond Dust, just to stun it. Boom. Over Fury. And Zentetsu. Almost didn't get that in time. Hate when that doesn't quite kill them. It happens way too often. You know what? Dancing Steel. I know it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it looks cool and it builds up my Zentetsu stuff. And it means I can do this to finish you off. I always love finishing them off with Zentetsuken.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose.
Are we actually gonna pick more, or is... no. We go back. Harpocrates, I have what you asked for. Please don't ask for anything more, because that... getting there was the hard part. Getting the flower was not so difficult. Hey, Harpocrates. Here you go.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
We are instigating a meet cute. I love it. I mean, I know it's not that. It's not a romantic thing. It's a teacher and student thing, but still. Hey, Dion.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
Now. It is time, then.
No. Only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates.
You remember him. Good. That will help.
No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done.
Don't be like this.
I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right.
His
I
mouth
must, at
didn't
the
move
very
to that.
least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Okay.
Follow me.
You don't have to make it sound like I'm taking you to your executioner, Dion. We're just going to meet an old friend.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
You old men need to learn to be more like kids and just get along.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology.
Let us be friends.
That you took the time to visit me
Let us
says
be
much
friendly.
about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Let us sup of this opiate. No, that's not what it is.
Is that a wyvern tail?
In fact, it is incredibly poisonous.
The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots
Radio, if you
were
say
the
so.
roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Didn't we get a whole bunch of them?
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
He's not happy. He's felt pain at that. Because he knows that Dion doesn't plan to return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
What did we get from Dion, I wonder? Guess we're not finding out yet.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T.
Overnutrition can be deadly too.
When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That
I'm
one
back
day
alive.
you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
And make sure Dion comes back alive too. Please.
When that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
So I assume we got 2 items there. Yep. Solar's Quill and Bahamut's Mercy. Reduces Gigaflare cooldown by 6 seconds. That's actually pretty awesome if I was still using Bahamut. Okay. Well, that's where we're going to wrap up for now. Next time on Final Fantasy 16, I think we're going to go talk to Joshua. See you then.